Before we begin factorising quadratics, have a go at expanding and simplifying these four expressions. Pause the video, and then when you've done, come back and check your answers. Okay, first one, of x squared minus x minus 30. B, 3x squared plus 16x plus 5. C is 6x squared plus 17x plus 12. And finally D, 12x squared plus 28x minus 5. Now B, C, and D, when factorised, we notice that the brackets don't just have a single x in both of them. So in A, we can factorise that expression quite nicely by looking at what multiplies to make minus 30, but adding to make minus 1. However, slightly different with B, C and D. We can do it just by inspection. So we have a look at this first example. We've got to factorise 2x squared plus 9x plus 7. Well, 2x squared is 2x times x, and 7 is 1 times 7. That's the only way you can make those numbers. So we try putting 2x and x in the brackets, then trying add 1 and plus 7. Now we expand that out again to see if we were correct. That gives us 2x squared plus 15x plus 7. So not right. So it must be the way around. 2x plus 7, x plus 1, and we can check that. And yes, it does expand to make 2x squared plus 9x plus 7. So why don't you have a go now? We've got 3x squared plus 8x plus 5. The only way to make 3x squared is 3x times x. The only way to make 5 is 1 times 5. So pause the video, have a go, and come back and check your answer. Okay, so do that one. We end it with 3x plus 5 and x plus 1. Okay, sometimes it's not as easy to do that. For this example here, we've got to factorise 12x squared plus 11x plus 2. Now 2 is easy because it's 1 times 2. So the end of our brackets, we know it's going to be a 2 and a 1. There's nothing else it can be. However, 12x squared, 12 has a number of factors. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. So we could try them all, and sometimes you can spot that. But here's a trick so that you can always do it. A is number in front of the x squared, the coefficient of x squared, so that's 12. B is the coefficient of x, which is 11, and C is our constant on the end, which is 2. Now let's multiply A and C together, which gives us 24. We've now got to find two numbers that are factors of 24. When you add them together, they make 11. So 8 times 3 is 24, and 8 plus 3 is 11. Now, using the fact that 8 had 3 is 11, we're going to rewrite that 11x term as 3x plus 8x. So the expression is still equivalent. However, there are 4 terms. Now, if you think back to when you're expanding out double brackets, you always end up with 4 terms, then you simplify it to make 3. So to work backwards, we're changing our 3 terms into 4 terms so that we can then get them into our 2 brackets. Now, what we do now is we look at the first pair of terms and so we put it separately, and we factorise both of those. So 12x squared plus 3x has a common factor of 3x. 8x at 2 has a common factor of 2. So we have 3x brackets 4x plus 1 and 2. Lots of 4x plus 1. So you can notice that 4x plus 1 is a common factor of both of those terms. So we can factorise again, and our final answer is 4x plus 1 and 3x plus 2. So using that example on the left to help you, have a go at factorising 6x squared plus 17x plus 10. Again, pause the video and come back and see how you've done. Okay, so A is 6, B is 17, C is 10. AC is 60, So what multiplies to make 60? It adds to make 17. 12 and 5. Okay, so we split our 17x into 12x and 5x. You can do add 5x plus 12 or 12x plus 5, up to you. Either way you do it, you will get the same answer. So I've done it this way, so I'm going to take out factor of x out of the first one and a factor of 2 out the other one. So x, 6x plus 5 and 2, 6 plus, there we are, 6x plus 5 is our common factor. So 6x plus 5 and x plus 2. Slightly harder example now because we've got 8x squared plus x minus 3. So one of our terms is going to be plus in the bracket and one is going to have a minus in the bracket. So a is 8, b is 10, c is minus 3. Same rule applies as to ac, which is minus 24. So what two numbers times to make minus 24 but add to make 10? Well, that's 12 and minus 2. Because 12 times minus 2 is minus 24. 12 add minus 2 is 10. So again, we're going to split that 10x up into minus 2x plus 12x. Or I could have done 12x minus 2x. You'll probably see when I do this why it might be easy to do this way around first of all. We've got 2x comes into the first two terms and 3 goes into the second. So we have 2x, lots of 4x minus 1, plus 3, lots of 4x minus 1. I get 4x minus 1, 2x plus 3. Had I written it as 8x squared plus 12x minus 2x minus 3, then the last two terms on the end, my common factor is minus 1, which would have took a minus lots of 2x plus 3 to get our final answer. Okay, so your turn now. Have a go at factorising 2x squared minus 15x plus 18. Again, look at the left hand side to help you. Pause the video, have a go at a bit of paper and then check, see how you've done. Okay, we're going to write down a, b and c. 2 minus 15 and 18. 2 times 18 is 36. So we're going to get two numbers to add to make minus 15 and multiply minus 36. That means that both our numbers have got to be negative. And it's 12 and 3. Minus 12 times minus 3 is 36. Minus 12 add minus 6 minus 15. Write those out. 2x squared minus 3x minus 12x plus 18. Take x out of the first two terms and then out of the second take out a minus 6. And this is what will happen. X, lots of 2x and minus 6, lots of 2x. There we go. 2x minus 3 is common in both of those. We've got an x and a minus 6. That'll go in our second bracket. So there we go. X minus 6 and 2x minus 3.